So this is going to be part 2 of sorting through my accessories. I did a quick one before I went to see the GP. That was sort of just over a day ago. I spent most of the morning at the hospital yesterday due to the fact my father had appointment. Then I was sorting out my blood test. We went to Costa where I had my notebook and pieces of paper, sorting out not only another GP appointment for my dad, but also trying to sort my blood tests out while I was at the hospital, see if I could get them done there and then, which I did. So this is what I was going to deal with after I come back from the GP myself, but I never did. When I pulled a few bits out, I was thinking afterwards, as I was waiting for my appointment, I thought, you know what, I can actually pull a lot of that stuff out that I had question marks on. I don't use it, I don't wear it or whatever. There is a couple of bits in here that are sentimental. I've even got my christening bracelet here. Look at the state of that one. Definitely, but I know there's things that I can get rid of, so I'm going to do a drawer at a time, sitting on my trusty cushion. This one, remember, I still need to cover it. I've got my blanket. Yes, I did wash this, honestly. I washed this and I'm wearing it again. And I got another pair of my fluffy socks on, so I'm just going to sit here. It is up 6 in the morning. I'm just waiting for our son to get up, but hubby's been left for work. So yeah, I'm going to sort this out. So this is what it's going to be about today, I think. But I might not do a voiceover. I might just talk in stages at each drawer that I deal with, maybe before and after. Okay, I've just taken our son a cup of tea up. So I've emptied the drawer completely, and I'll give you an overview. That is actually the pile that's going. This is the pile that's I'm keeping. And I do have a question mark one, and I'll explain that in a moment. Now, I'm going to explain that I've done a number of times my thinking of something. If it's something that I haven't regularly worn or even worn, say in the last at least 12 months going, there might be a couple of exceptions where they are sentimental. Like I know I've got a watch upstairs in my best jewellery box, and that belonged to my deceased grandmother. But no, I haven't worn a watch in 3 or 4 years. Everybody uses their mobile phones now. The only thing is, yes, I feel almost like a teenager because I'm glued to my phone at the moment due to the fact it's constantly going off, if not my landline when I'm home. But when I'm out and about very often, especially waiting for the bus or something, I might catch up on a couple of messages or texts or whatever, but I try and not do that. I try and sort of just, breathe and sort of look out on whatever space I'm in at that time, rather than be glued to my phone, which I am. But there's moments that I try not to be. So I am thinking about going back to a watch rather than, rely on my phone all the time. So that's the reason why this one is here. But even then, it doesn't really tick the boxes. So watch-wise, I got rid of all my coloured ones. I had about 15 or 16 watches. I was very much into watches, especially when I was working, like the rubber ones, because it was easier when I had gloves on or whatever, and I could actually clean the straps really easily. So I'm getting rid of these. That is a set. That's a bracelet set watch. I used to wear them a lot. I don't bother now. And that set as well. I am getting rid of those 2 key rings because I'm keeping this one that I made. That's going on a family set of keys. As for all the watches, the only one at the moment I've got a question mark on this The only thing is, I'll explain now, is I love this one. It's Me to You. A lot of these watches, I think, do even have a battery in them. So I'm not sure if it 100%, excuse my nails, they're disgusting. But it's not for quick glancing, because of the picture, which is so cute. It's not easily read it. Can't easily read it. So I would like maybe a white face with solid black numbers and a simple band. That's what I probably aim at when I've got time, and then I would get rid of this one. But at the moment, I think I'll get hubby to have a look at it and maybe put a battery in it, and may just keep hold of that one for the time being. I've got a couple of silver bracelets. Well, I'm saying silver, I'm convinced this one's silver. Yeah, I'll get the magnifying glass out or whatever and research it. And get my jewellery cleaner out, because I've got small wrists anyway, but I thought that would be nice for our granddaughter. Some of these bracelets will go there. That one broke. Some of these you might recognise when I've been filming. Others are what I've had question marks on, and other things that I was on the fence. But this morning I do have those moments where I can just quickly go through everything and make split decisions, and this is what's happened. So looking at it, I'm getting rid of more than what I'm keeping. Obviously batteries, because I keep those in here. Family members know them because they're the sort of batteries you use for watches. It could be things like my blood checking machine and everything, that takes watch batteries. It's surprising what does take those batteries, so I tend to keep those. I'm not getting rid of any of my sunglasses. I know one's got even the tag on, because they are used very often. I use that pen more than anything, but at the moment keeping those are constantly used. My alert bracelets, bands, those I wear a lot, because I let my granddaughter wear those. And I've decided to keep these two. I was going to get rid of this one and keep this one. This was a gift, and the beads mean something, but I'm going to keep both of those at the moment because I've got rid of quite a lot. And I'm keeping that key ring that's going to go on some keys. And these are just the little cloth bags. So I have got a proper glasses bag for my sunglasses, hard case one for when we're out, and I've kept at the moment those 2 owls, which maybe again I'll probably keep those up for our granddaughter, and that needs to be cleaned and put in the sentimental box, those 2. So I believe, because I'm waffling on, this is going to be a long video, and I do apologise, but this might help you to make decisions on what you want to keep and what you want to let go. What I'm about to say is one of those times, don't judge. This is usually on top of my shelf, actually. I like it because I like the hearts and everything. Yes, they are used, but the contents of them, I've pulled it out due to the fact I need to get this sorted. This is a lovely gift. I've had this years, and I love this to bits. I will not be getting rid of the box. But this little bit here is to explain to you how many of you have put stuff back, or like I've done in the years, decluttered like I've done for 5-6 years, and say to yourself, yes, I will put a time limit on that, which I've done. It might be more to do with a collection, which this is what this could be when I open the drawers. But what I'm getting at is I'll put it off. You put that particular decision off until you think, no, I've got to address that. And that's how this is happening with a lot of spaces in our home. I did actually pull everything out, and a few bits like foundation that was in another drawer, and I'll go back to that in a moment. This is this, and this is my collection of lip glosses, baby lips, and I know a lot of people used to buy them, and some of these were really limited editions and expensive. Some of these were like £5 and £8 each. And yes, it's a little bit disheartening because one of those factors is what money, and you must have heard this, it's not me, you've heard it all across YouTube if you've been following things like that, saying it, well, yeah, but it's the amount I've spent on something, but it's clogging up your mind, if that makes sense. It does to me, but hopefully I'm not very good at explaining this, I don't think. But basically what I'm saying is it's addressing those decisions, even if it's just one a day for 7 days, or is it going to be one every once in a while, and have a list so you can tick it off and say to yourself, right, like me, lip glosses, lip balms, whatever, I'm going to pull them all out, put them in one place and make a decision. It's got to be a final decision because you keep going back to some things, and I've done it, and it's getting to the stage now that I just need to be sorted. And hopefully then, if there's something I'm not using, like a single item, like a lipstick for instance, or a lip balm, I can just take that one out, gone, rather than be addressed by this. Right, so things like straight away, I haven't, as far as I know, used these. I will check because there's a family member that might want them, because obviously the charity shop can't take things like this unless they're sealed. So I'm pulling those out. These are the like novelty ones. I really used to like those, so I'm going to pull those out straight away. And then I've got all my baby lips, like I said, and things like that. That's Candy Crush. Let's let that one go straight away. And there's another Candy Crush. Let's let that one go. As I said, and these are all like baby lips. I think this one might have been a set from these sort of ones from Wilco, I think. But yeah, it's a case of pulling all these out. I have been sorting this out, and I've got a couple more sort of there. So I'm going to pull all these out, line them all up, and see where I go from here. So this video is going to be an epic, I think, but like I said, I don't know if it'll help you with decisions. So I've emptied this. This is actually a key. I'm trying to keep it over here because at the side of me I've got my notepad, I've got my book, I've got telephone numbers, I've got pieces of paper all at the side because I'm waiting for a call back for my dad's surgery. So I'm going to go back to all this in a minute. First of all, I pulled out everything that I think was makeup, lipsticks, lip glosses, anything, you know, everything like to go through. Hopefully I've got no more hidden places. I don't think I have. There's like 3 main areas, one or possibly dwindle into the second drawer of that unit. I do have a mobile makeup bag. I've pointed this out. I've actually opened it so I can show you what's in there. It might not be to everybody's taste, but there you go. Everybody has their opinions. And even my handbag, which I've got 2 sticking out there. This lip gloss, I've stuck it up. I'm going to get rid of that. It's going in the rid of pile. But this lipstick is the one that I used constantly. So that is the only piece of makeup I've got in my bag, and I keep it in that pocket. I've got the same lipstick in this one, in my mobile little makeup bag. So I got that one. So that is the same one. That's a fairly new one. In here, I did actually find another nail polish. This one looks like it's a new one, but I'm going to take it because I do, and leave it in here because I do use that one. I think I'm on the second one of that one. I got a compact mirror. I think these are handy. These are from Peacocks, and I used to include these in Christmas stockings and Easter baskets. They're like the little mini emery boards, so I'm going to keep those in here. This is my sort of go-to. This is the sort of thing I used to go when we went to like Cornwall before we had the caravan, and I liked a lot of things on me when we're travelling, if that makes sense, right down to wipes, you know, and medication, I think, like that. This is what this sort of thing is. So this is sort of my go-to makeup bag. I have got a makeup set, but then again I do have it in the car, in the caravan as well. And then I have got my one of my hand creams that I love, this Ted Baker. I've brought this up a number of times. I absolutely love that one, and it came in a box set with the emery board as well, which I've actually started using. So that is the content. I've got no eyeshadows and no foundation or anything like that. When we're away, if anything, especially if the weather, depending on what season it is, I'm more likely to have suntan cream on than anything else with walking about in a hat. So I personally don't like wearing a lot of, I haven't, foundation and everything like that, if that makes sense. I'd rather have my skin, because I have problem skin. I've always had problem skin, and it helps, you know, just to let the skin breathe. Occasionally I'll put some moisturiser on sort of at night, but basically when we're out and about, it's suntan lotion or cream of some sort, due to the fact that you know, to stop burning. So that's my go-to sort of makeup bag, and that is it. This is what I'm down to now. So this is how I want my drawers and cupboards to look. You can see exactly what you got. Everything there is what you'll use. Yes, I've got a question mark still on those four. So I've got a black, actually. It's not too black, as I said before, and a purple one, and the sharpener. I have kept 2 other lipsticks, although I've got 1 lipstick on the go in there and 1 in my go-to makeup bag. And I've kept 3 baby lips, which is these, and they're all slightly different shades. I don't know if that's picking up. I have got my light on, and I've sort of been, you know, just trying them out on my hand. So they're the ones that I'm likely to keep. These are the only eyeshadows, and if I want to take an eyeshadow, it would probably be that one. Realistically, that could probably go in my go-to makeup bag. That was an expensive one. That was from a show. This one I bought a little while ago. This was $9.99 from Peacocks, but it's one of those for flawless looking skin, the all-in-one self-correcting breakthrough. And it deals with a lot of different issues, blemishes, age spots, fine lines, uneven skin tone, you know, spots and everything like that. So I definitely have used this, or haven't used it for a while, but I'm going to use it again. I might store that somewhere because it, you know, not that I probably need it, but it's got the instructions and everything there. And this is this one, and I have used this one, if you've seen this one. So yeah, at the moment I'm keeping that one. And then that set of brushes, I'll close that up. I just wanted to leave that open because I find it difficult doing things with one hand. I could have you on a stand, but I'd have to keep moving. So basically, so that is what I've got as sort of powders, brushes, eyeshadows, lips, and eye pencils, which really realistically probably could go in there, but there you go. Then I have my one lipstick that I carry around because I've got so much I have to carry around constantly, backwards and forwards to the hospital, appointments and everything. So I don't tend to actually carry a makeup bag around with me, and I've sorted my makeup bag. Now this is what I'm getting rid of. Yes, aghast. All these, I'm not even going to count. Sorry, I'm not going to count, but you can see. I'm going to pass these on to a relation first of all. Some of them are still sealed up actually, and see if she wants them. Like those 3 hours are sealed up. Some of these lipsticks I probably will just dump. I've got lip glosses. This hasn't been used. That hasn't been used. That hasn't been used. That hasn't been used. I've left that open. That hasn't been used. That's L'Oreal. So because it's not sealed, it really can't go to the charity shop. So I'm going to see if a family member wants that. And these are, except for that one, which to tell you the truth, I kept finding difficulty in opening that one. It's my sort of colours that I use, but I'll dump that one because that's definitely been used. These 3 haven't, so they will go to a family member. That one will just be dumped. And then, yes, look. Sorry about that interruption. I got my dad's surgery on the phone, which is what I'm filming on normally for my videos anyway, which is handy in a way because I don't miss the call. So that is the next pile going. I'm going to put it all together at the end, so you can see exactly what I'm getting rid of. And no, I have got no regrets. I just want to get rid of the stuff. I want a simpler life. One, so I can find things and not spending time looking for things, and not having my mind or sort of my head bogged down with decisions about what to keep and what to let go, and making my home easier to maintain. And once we start the caravan season again, it'd be nice, you know, not to spend so much time actually moving stuff so you can clean. That is my aims. So I'm going to get on with the next drawer now. So the pieces that I've sorted out mostly out of this drawer, I have pulled out 3 more necklaces from the top bit that lifts up out of that unit. I will share that at the end of this video. I did go through it before, but I've now pulled out 3 more necklaces, and I've put one that's got a box that's in the top bit. Then these are the items I am getting rid of, including these miniatures as well. And what's taken the time this time is I've gone through all my earrings. Don't worry, I'm not getting rid of these trays, but I'm getting rid of all these earrings. And this system I've used for years. I used to allow family members have the chocolates because I wanted the trays. So I've got this one. I've got 3 actually, but only 2 are full now. And the bottom one is empty, but I'm not getting rid of it yet. So I've reduced it down to 2 boxes. And my idea is to start wearing the earrings that I haven't worn for a while. And then, you know, the ones that I'm going to keep, maybe put in the bottom tray that I've worn. And like in this one, I have got Christmas ones, Love and Valentine's Day. I've got one with ghosts on for Halloween. I've got a lot of owls, as you might realise. These are my Hello Kitty ones, blue leaf ones there. And then we're going into black ones, like burgundy, red. And then we've got Union Jacks here. And then we've got some bead ones there. And going into lilac and purple at the end. So that's one tray. I say these work out really well. The other one is all my gold and silver type earrings. I'm not going to go through those because it would make quite a long, boring video. And like I said, the bottom one is empty. So I've put my hand cream just there. So these are the earring trays, and what I will do is once I've emptied the earrings off those trays, the trays actually normally sit on here, but they probably may even go down the side there, but I've put my hand cream there. These are the perfumes I'm actually keeping, along with, I've only got, I think it's 4 small ones that I've decided to keep, and the rest I've got rid of because I could always keep one of those in my bag. Then I've got the sort of the sprays here, the body sprays and everything, and these ones I keep separately. I do like Impulse, I must admit, and the 2 I've got here is Crush, and I've got Tease. These were actually upstairs in with my soaps and everything, but I've brought these down because I tend to get through these really quickly. And the one that's nearly empty that I took out my bag, there's a tiny little bit left, and it's True Love, also Impulse. And then I've also got this one, which I think is a Poundland one that I've had quite a few times, and then this one, which is Soft and Gentle. So what's going to happen, no more body sprays, and at the moment anyway. And then if I'll only bring one in if one's already gone out, if that makes sense, but try and use what I've already got. So that is this drawer done. So now I'm going to, I've done my nail drawer with all my nail polishes, but I've got one that's got a lot of nail accessories in, so I'll do that one next. But my hair accessory one I did yesterday. So I'll put everything aside and then I'll get the other drawer out. So this is the pile I'm getting rid of out of this drawer. This is just a plastic pot when I was sort of taking nail varnish off of my nails to put the cotton pads in there. I am getting rid of this one, like I said the other day, and this one. That's just an empty packet. You'll see a lot of these nails here where I've done sort of different colours on them. The only trouble is they keep snapping off. I did get a lot of these from Amazon, but I'm just going to get rid of all those. I've got some nail strips, These are like stickers. I've used them, and these tend to work pretty well, especially if you put clear nail varnish over the top. So I'm just going to let these go. These are new ones, so they're going to a family member, and I've got some minions there. I've got some of these little stickers, probably a granddaughter will like those. Then I've got these that I've had quite some time and haven't used. These were on sale for 18p each. These are the nail stickers, so I'm getting rid of those. Those gold ones, the silver ones. This is L'Oreal. I've got 2 packets of these, brand new, so I'm going to let one go, keep the other one. I've got some more strips here. More strips here. This is when I used to frequently use these sort of things. Then there's a few now manicure sets that haven't been used. I've got this one, I've got this one, and there's this brand new set here. Quite a few clippers, more hand cream, this little bag here, and just some odds and ends as well. And so what I've done is I've took out this part out of this box. Didn't want that bit, and so this can now open up. I'm going to do this one-handed, and I've put spare clippers and everything in here. As I said, there's certain ones that the family like to use, like that one, and I've got some onion boards in there of owls, so they all clip into that tin now. So that's all ground. Put it in there. If you remember what the state of it was before, you can see everything now. And I'm going to start using all these sort of things, even if I don't have them on during the week. Maybe weekends I can try these sort of things. That's just, you know, like a, you know, to file your nails down. I haven't mittenly used it. I tend to use emery boards, so there's a question mark on that. I could just let it go. And then I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 manicure sets still in there. And I've got some foot lotion, foot packs there. And these are like for your feet, for massage and everything. So yeah, I'm really pleased how that's turned out. If you remember, that was choco-block. The idea is to see what you've got so you can easily pull out when you need something. So I'm going to put this drawer back. I've already done my hair accessories, so that is that whole unit now complete. So I've just taken my plant off just to show you. So this is where I took those 3 necklaces from, and I've just added this one that a friend gifted me a while back. So you can have the, obviously the chain or like the cord, and then put the different hearts on. So that is, I'm really pleased with that. So the necklaces don't get tangled that way. But I'm sure I will end up probably thinning it down even more. So this is now the rest of the accessories. I've changed it around a little bit. So I've got my bands there. That's my SOS bracelet that I should really start using. This is a bracelet I had for my 50th. So I've put that in there, and along with the other bracelets, then obviously the 2 owls. I've got sentimental pieces at the back there, and my 1 watch, which I probably will get rid of when I finish the process to a certain standard of my own home. Gone through it all, I might even invest in a nice watch, 1 watch that I'm going to use. And then my glasses are there, and then this is all I've got left of my makeup and lipsticks and things like that. And actually I've managed to flatten my go-to makeup bag in there, so that works out really well. And as I said, you've had a quick view. So I've got all my earrings there. Those little dishes are there. My one hand cream that I've got, besides the other one that's in the makeup bag in there. And then I've got my body sprays. I've left that one there, so these don't roll about, but also that one's slightly taller, so it needs to lie down, as everything else stands up, and you can see what I have and can pull out whatever I need. So again, I'm really pleased how this is coming out. This one you've already seen. So I've got all my nail polish removers together. This one's about empty. This is the gel one, but I have got a spare one that's full. And then I've got, this is more nail polish remover. Might even take that one to the caravan because it's smaller. That one's a full one, and that one's a full one, sorry, that one's nearly empty. Then I've just got that one rack of nail polishes, and those ones to try with some emery boards at the back there. This one was really full. Again, I can see everything that I can need. And then the guys obviously go for nail clippers, which are there, so that's all sorted. And then at the bottom we've got hair accessories. I might still get rid of the straighteners, but everything else is actually used. So yeah, and I've used you know, regularly as well. So I'll put this back here and put my plant back up here. It's taken me a little while to get this one done, but I have actually, as I said, been busy with appointments, and this whole unit now is simplified as much as I can, maybe for another year. But what I have promised myself is that if there's anything that I'm not going to use or I don't like anymore, I'm just going to get rid of it. So this is the mess. This is absolutely everything I'm getting rid of now out of those drawers. If you remember, I did a few pull-outs, 24 items I think there was there. That was the other day, and then this is what I'm getting rid of today. So I'm not going to count, but there's an awful lot, and this is what I mean by getting rid of a certain portion of what's in a drawer, a cupboard, a wardrobe, a box, a bag, whatever, to make things easier to find other items. Because the more stuff you've got, the more you've got to organise, and the more mess there's going to be. So I am really pleased with that amazing result, and I'll have no regrets getting rid of all these. A lot of, well, the stuff that's rubbish will just go in the bin. Some items will be donated where they can. Other items I will see if family members want them. But hopefully I'll get most of this shifted at the weekend. So hopefully you've enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.